The Cult of Iron. Why leaving Harley-Davidson is psychologically impossible in the vast and noisy landscape of global commerce. There exists a rare echelon of companies that have transcended the traditional boundaries of business. These entities do not merely have customers. They have adherents. They do not simply sell products. They propagate a belief system. This phenomenon is known in the fields of sociology and marketing as brand tribalism. It is a concept that suggests human beings, driven by an evolutionary imperative to belong to groups, will project their need for community and identity onto commercial brands. While technology giants like Apple and athletic powerhouses like Nike exhibit traits of this tribalism, there is perhaps no example more visceral, more deeply rooted in the psyche, and more enduring than the case of Harley-Davidson. To understand why a Harley owner rarely, if ever, switches to a competitor, one must embark on an investigative journey into the architecture of this tribe, exploring the intersection of mechanics, mythology, and human psychology. At its core, the allure of Harley-Davidson is not found in the technical specifications of its motorcycles. If one were to evaluate the purchase purely on objective metrics, horsepower, weight, thermal efficiency, or technological innovation, competitors from Japan and Germany have often surpassed the American manufacturer. Yet to judge a Harley by these metrics is to fundamentally misunderstand the transaction. The purchase of a Harley-Davidson is an emotional investment in a specific identity. It is an entry fee into a fraternity that promises something money is rarely supposed to buy: brotherhood and freedom. This is the essence of brand tribalism. The tribe offers security, a shared language, and a defined set of values that help the individual navigate the world. To fully grasp this, we must analyze the totem of the tribe, the motorcycle itself, and specifically the V-twin engine. In the study of semiotics, a signifier conveys meaning. For the Harley tribe, the 45-degree V-twin engine is the ultimate signifier. Its design, which dates back to the early 20th century, produces a distinct syncopated exhaust rhythm, often described phonetically as potato potato. This sound is not merely a byproduct of combustion. It is the heartbeat of the tribe. In the 1990s, Harley-Davidson famously attempted to trademark this sound, arguing that it was as unique to their brand as the golden arches are to McDonald's. While the legal bid was eventually dropped, the cultural point was proven. The sound triggers a Pavlovian response in the community. It signals the arrival of one of us. It serves as an acoustic boundary, separating the tribe from the outside world of quiet, high-pitched, or electric vehicles. This sensory experience creates a physiological bond between the rider and the machine, and by extension, the rider and the brand. The history of this tribalism is inextricably linked to the American narrative of the 20th century. Following World War II, returning veterans sought to replicate the adrenaline and camaraderie they had experienced in combat. The motorcycle became the vehicle for this expression. However, the true solidification of the Harley tribe came with the rise of the counterculture in the 1950s and 60s. Hollywood played a crucial role here. Movies like The Wild One, and later Easy Rider, cemented the image of the biker as the modern cowboy, the outlaw, who rejects the constraints of polite society. Interestingly, Harley-Davidson, the corporation, initially resisted this outlaw image, fearing it would alienate mainstream buyers. But as the decades passed, they realized that this rebellious spirit was their most valuable asset. They began to embrace the imagery of the skull, the eagle, and the flame. They codified the outlaw archetype and packaged it for mass consumption. Today, the irony of brand tribalism is that this symbol of rebellion is frequently purchased by accountants, lawyers, and doctors, individuals who live largely conformist lives but crave a weekend avatar of freedom. The tribe allows them to shed their professional skin and don the leather vest, effectively trying on a tougher, freer persona. A critical component of any tribe is its rituals and social structures. Harley-Davidson formalized this with the creation of the Harley Owners Group, or H.O.G., in 1983. This was a masterstroke of community engineering. Before H.O.G., the community was organic and scattered. After H.O.G., it was organized, mobilized, and monetized. Local chapters provided a calendar of events, rides, and charitable activities. The dealership ceased to be just a retail point. It became the tribal longhouse, a place to gather, socialize, and reinforce shared values. These structures increased the switching costs for any owner. If a rider decides to trade their Harley for a Honda or a BMW, they are not just changing machines. They are effectively excommunicating themselves from their social circle. They lose their riding buddies, their weekend plans, and their status within the hierarchy. This fear of social exclusion is a powerful retention tool, far stronger than any loyalty rewards program. Furthermore, the commitment to the Harley tribe is often displayed corporally. It is estimated that the Harley-Davidson bar and shield logo is one of the most tattooed corporate symbols on the planet. This is the ultimate manifestation of brand tribalism. When a consumer permanently marks their body with a company's logo, the line between self and brand has dissolved completely. This phenomenon is known as identity fusion. The individual no longer sees the brand as an external tool, but as an intrinsic part of their self-concept. An attack on the brand, be it a critique of the bike's reliability or its price, is perceived as a personal attack on the rider. This explains the fierce defensiveness often seen in online forums and roadside debates. The tribe protects its own, and the brand is the patriarch. We must also consider the role of the outgroup, or the enemy. Sociological studies on tribalism indicate that group cohesion is strengthened by the existence of a rival. For decades, the Harley tribe defined itself in opposition to metric cruisers, or Japanese sport bikes. These competitors were characterized by the tribe as soulless, plastic, or disposable. By framing the competition not just as inferior products, but as ideologically opposite to the values of American steel and authenticity, Harley-Davidson inoculated its customer base against market competition. It became a moral choice rather than a consumer choice. To ride a Harley was to be a patriot, a traditionalist, a keeper of the flame. To ride anything else was to compromise. However, the persistence of this tribalism faces challenges in the modern era. The demographics of the core tribe are aging. The baby boomer generation, which fueled the company's explosion in the late 20th century, is riding less. The brand now faces the difficult task of translating this tribal language for a younger generation, millennials and Gen Z, who value different things. These younger consumers are often more concerned with environmental impact, urban mobility, and digital connectivity than with the raw mechanical nostalgia of the open road. The question remains, can a tribe built on the smell of gasoline and the roar of thunder adapt to a world of silence and electricity? The launch of electric models, like the Leavewire, suggests the company is trying to bridge this gap, attempting to redefine what the totem looks like without losing the spirit of the tribe. In analyzing the phenomenon, we see that Harley-Davidson sells a feeling of control in a chaotic world. When you grasp the handlebars, you are the captain of your destiny. The open road is one of the last frontiers of total autonomy in a highly regulated society. The cult of the open road is, therefore, a spiritual pursuit. It is a quest for a simplified existence, where the only things that matter are the machine, the horizon, and the wind. This romanticism is powerful. It overrides logic. It forgives mechanical quirks. It justifies premium pricing. In conclusion, the case of Harley-Davidson serves as the definitive textbook for brand tribalism. It demonstrates that the most enduring brands are those that succeed in becoming a platform for human connection. They understand that people are not just looking for utility. They are looking for meaning. They are looking for a story that they can write themselves into. Harley-Davidson provided the stage, the costumes, and the script for millions of people to play the hero in their own movies. As long as there is a human desire to belong, to rebel, and to feel the wind in one's face, the tribe will endure. The motorcycles may change, the engines may eventually go quiet, but the psychological infrastructure that binds the rider to the brand is built on something far more durable than steel. It is built on the human soul. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video, learned something new, or simply want to see more content like this, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly helps the channel grow and reach more people. And if you have thoughts or ideas you'd like to share, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.